Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm Doug Steves. I am here with Nick
Yep.
and Lily.
Yep.
We're back Space Engineers. I decided to ditch the idea of hydrogen for now, like for ships, back onto atmosphere. And I found one online and I just used blueprints to make it. Hopefully this will do good for me. But before I do that, I want to start moving everything from over here to that proper area. So, first things first, I want to make the tower power. First tower power, so it starts running. Come on, game, catch up. Oh, tools, disassemble 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What's the light today? Why are you still streaming? Stop streaming. Not your Twitch. Oh, viewers. Nope, no, thank you. Ban. Why is it taking you so long to connect? Come on.
Oh, right, I forgot to turn off the volume.
Come on. Mr. Doggo. Okay, this is getting annoying. This is getting ridiculous. It's still the world's still loading in. should have connect. I should have connected on the server for. Okay. I should have connected before I logged in, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Before I started streaming. It's taking forever to load in. Oh, finally! Wait, I don't know if this question was for you, Nick, or for Michael, but isn't the higher a wind turbine is, the better it is, right?
Yeah. But also, as long as also the more wind is more about how the wind it gets.
And if the higher it is, the more windy you
Mm-hmm.
get, especially on the Earth, like. Because I'm building this twice as high as the last one.
Also, you may want to remake your wind turbine platform into a with a conveyor, so you can set it up with a whatchamacallit, uh defensive turret.
Oh yeah.
So when the meteors start raining down.
Right now I'm just making it so. Again.
Mhm. Okay, I'm testing something out on my end regarding Mech Warriors,
Well,
because it's possible I might be able to get him to play gonna be able to get it to work, the mod to work with Matt.
don't get turned around. Yeah, you just gave me a that was I didn't even think about that. By the way, Nick,
Mhm.
what you said, the turrets.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. No, my power did not break. Thank you for trying, but no.
Hmm.
Dang. Yeah, pressing down. I can have it spawn up there. Now what I'm gonna do? Clear lights. Oh, by the way, Nick, what do you prefer in this game? I like this round. I kind of like the round pipes.
Uh, I feel like whatever fits, whatever whichever I ended up going with first.
I'm gonna try to use more of the round pipes because, like, to me, they kind of look cool. Motors. One. What? I'm going to go in area. No. Will you? Like, seriously. Not funny.
A little funny.
You know what keeps happening?
Well,
I keep getting my freaking ship flipped. And it's impossible to flip back over. Because there's no upward thrust to it.
mm-hmm. Hmm.
Now this has that. Now that the fact that it has more. Gyroscopes. One check. Nope.
Wait, dog, what are you doing?
Trying to flip it. I guess I'll just have to do it the old way, the piston way.
Oh, the Legacy of Kain stuff is in its final 24 hours.
Hmm.
This thing I was backing.
I think next thing I'm gonna make upgrade that guy because I already have a yield guy there. Like Michael told me to not really not use like downward thrust is not important on Earth like.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Ah. Hmm. Really?
Yeah. But I hope I didn't lose everything.
You ready for tomorrow, dog?
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so hopefully that works now.
Adventure inventory full. Yeah, I kind of like. I'm kind of happy that Boo is making us do our stuff like that, counting stuff. Personally, because like I said, when I'm playing some characters, I have no idea what to buy except for beer and alcohol. Nick,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times when I'm playing a character, I have no idea what to buy. Like that's what was one of the main reasons was Alice, right? And with this
Mm-hmm.
campaign, not Dawn, with this campaign, every time we went to a store to a city, I had no idea what to buy. I had all this money, but nothing to buy it with, nothing to pay.
Well, we tried to use our money, but you said no. No, you can't have enhanced gear.
Wait, what?
when we tried to use our money to get modded gear.
I never said no to that. I just didn't know how it worked. Remember?
I mean, it's in the book.
I know, but remember, I don't really. That's not the way that I learn. I learn more by. That's why I said I shouldn't have started by DMing it. I should have started by playing it
And
first.
I tried to give you where you could watch it be played
I know it's more like
multiple
okay,
times.
okay. It's the thing is, Nick. It's not just watching, right? I realized my mistake after I did it, right? That's also why I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking of switching over to just D&D, and if needed, rebooting this story, maybe
Mm-hmm.
to more of a after I learn it like with booze a bit more
Okay.
because I learn more of like I learn it more of a at more as a when I say reboot I mean like that's what I mean by like going back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Same story, but you guys basically be kind of like a soft reset, but your levels are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learn more by playing, not by watching. Like I'm a doer, not a reader, and not a watcher. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean, right, Lily? Lily,
What?
you get what I mean by that? Like, I'm more of like
Yeah.
a, I'm more of a person that learns by doing it than like reading or watching.
You're a hands-on learner.
Yeah.
I am too.
Like you could give me many videos and something, but if I don't actually play it as a player, or I don't like physically get my hands on it, or give me the whole book, no, more like I won't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Uh, fine.
By the way, Lord Chaos, do not let Matt blame you for this. He did it to himself.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
If he wouldn't have, if he
We,
wouldn't have told me to look, I wouldn't have started reading.
Oh, that.
the horny book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be careful talking about that on stream. So.
Well, that's why I wasn't mentioning
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
we can say horny, but I'm just like a lot of stuff we can't say because I don't know what Twitch thinks is good and what Twitch be like. Oh no, you don't.
Yeah.
That's why I have one. That's why there's one game that I have, which I don't know if I'm terrified to try to play on Twitch because I've looked everywhere and it's not banned, but is it? It's just not on the list.
Man, look at VTubers. They can get away with a lot.
You okay? The game, Nick. I don't know if you know the game, but have you ever heard the game Succubus?
I think I have.
Uh, the fact that Cards Against Humanity is not allowed is also a thing that like makes me question.
It's not allowed because of racial because of how often it leads to racist statements.
Mm.
Because let's be honest, some of those guys get real fucking racist. Mhm.
Good. No, put it here for now. Here comes the fun part. Moving the battery. Nick,
Hmm?
here comes the fun
I'm
part.
eating.
No, here comes the fun part. Moving a battery.
Hmm.
Because you know, like once if you try to break them down, it's all your power gone, and you lose the self.
Hmm.
Oh. Ah. Go.
We're gonna have this.
I. Raider. Oh God. Ah,
Did he get you?
yeah. Nick, you scared me there.
It's not the nun that scares you. It's cleaning your damn dirty ass screen.
Like, I was not expecting it. Out of nowhere. Like, I'm so focused on one thing, and out of nowhere, boom. Adventure. I wonder if that's also a difference between British and English and American. Inventory versus
Well,
inventory versus adventure.
who the fuck says
It's
inventory?
inventory.
I've heard inventory for too.
Yeah, we say inventory.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think it's the British that say
I don't
inventory.
know the who.
British,
British.
British English,
Yeah, but yeah, they.
British and Canadian English.
Yeah, you guys just like to speak. You guys just like to be wrong anyway. So
Wait to get more. Oh, it's Badger Grinder to this. Get down the mention. I still really would love to read Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why, but or to at least get an audiobook of it, the original stories.
I mean, they're not hard to get.
And I gotta find them like on Audible and that sort of stuff.
You can just go to Audible,
Eh, but the fun,
look up Sherlock Holmes.
but you know what the fun thing? I don't know what up was like Canadian Audible, but there's one book that I really want to read, but it's not on there. But you know where it is?
What?
It's not in my Audible. It's in the U.S. Audible.
What is it?
The Queen's Peril, the final Padme book. For some odd reason, it's only in the U.S. Audible. Like we have, it's a trilogy, but for some odd reason, we have book 1 and book 2, but we do not have book 3. Even though the author is Canadian.
Well, shit.
Which is what I find the most weird about that. Like you would usually think it's because the author is American, right? But nope,
Well,
the author's Canadian.
well, the first book of Sherlock, the first like big book of Sherlock Holmes is only like $3. Not even for the audiobook.
I have credits I can get it for free. Anyways,
That's not what credit is.
no, I have Audible credits.
Okay, so
My subscription gives me a bunch of them for a couple books. I can get one book of my choice each month.
yeah. First book is like less than $3. The second book is $9.
Yeah, I did that because
And
an Audible subscription is actually kind of cheaper, funny enough, than the Star Wars
Mhm.
books. So, like each Star Wars book is around like $30 for me. When a subscription is something like maybe $14 a month. How?
Okay, so the bundle is not just the game; it's all of it's everything.
Everything.
So yeah, no, Humble Bundle is running is running a thing for Pathfinder.
Hmm.
It's the games plus all the books.
Oh. I I thought of trying Pathfinder, but I don't know what it is, but it just seems way too intimidating.
It's literally just D&D 3.5.
And wasn't that one of the most harder ones, or was that D&D 4?
That was D&D 4, just and that's mostly because every single thing got like a +1 or something. So much things to keep track of in that. But yeah, what was I saying? No, Pathfinder. And the second edition is basically everything boils down to three points. Everything costs a number of points.
Hmm.
For
Well,
example, moving your speed is 1 point. Attacking is 1 point, and casting a spell can be either be 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points.
hmm.
Some and as you level up and stuff, you gain new abilities. Some of them that you do more stuff for less points. For example, my buddy was playing a barbarian, and one of his abilities was called Sudden Charge. It lets him move twice and then attack if he's within range of an enemy, which is essentially 3 points, and he gets to do it for 2 points. So it's like, it leads to a lot of things that ultimately make things also the because the game is built with the idea that you're gonna get magical items, like you actually need them.
I looked up on the character sheets and I was kind of confused compared to a D&D sheet.
I mean, there's not much difference between them. The only difference is now that they got rid of the actual like the actual stats. That is just the +1, +2, blah yada yada yada.
Did you hear what Boo asked? Nick,
Huh?
did you see what Boo asked?
No.
He just asked today, this morning, the will this game have a Deadpool?
It's probably gonna be. I mean, realistically, it's probably gonna be me.
Friday, March 7th. Let's go check
those fish.
Thank you for the nuke.
I did it for Matt.
Did he waste all your points?
Yes, he did the other day. But I'm already up to 900. I did have 1300.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna ask my IRL DM how we're going to do the pizza thing this week or tomorrow. Uh, oh, I completely forgot what I was doing. Pistons. My mind blanked. There. I'm gonna queue up. Enable stream mode. Okay, disable stuff in there. Yeah. I wish you could hide things. Like,
Honestly, with this game, random dungeons. Hey man,
what the baka waka. Oh, the ship's off. So, duh. Let me in. Small steel tubes. I figure out how do I prevent it from keep flipping? It gets annoying after a while. Go, there we go, there we go. Good. And hammer the base. Stop it. Yeah.
I still remember one thing from me when I played in Boo's Cyberpunk game. So
How is Boo as DM?
he's pretty accepting of shit.
That's good.
One there was this one time we were clearing out this Gangoon hideout.
Yeah.
And what was I saying? And what was the thing? And so each and so we had just broken into into this hideout of theirs.
Yes.
And we fight through, and as part of the way of getting in, we accidentally broke a pipe that started leaking water all over the floor. And because of the shit power setup they had we ended up getting
Electrocuted.
we ended up almost getting electrocuted. So in order to solve the electrocution issue, I tried to mess with a junction box. and instead it blew my hand off.
Ooh.
Which is fun. But yeah. So afterwards, I was basically stuck without a hand for like several sessions.
That's fun.
Which was very funny.
At least I'm a
Then
at least I'm a Torguta, not a Twi'lek. Do you know why I say that?
why?
If I lose a hand or any like bot limb, no, if I
Hmm.
lose my Leku, it's not like as dangerous if Twi'lek loses it.
Okay.
Because the Twi'lek, if they lose their Leku, they can get serious brain damage.
Hmm.
That's where their brain is. But for Torguta, it's just the Leku are basically just hollow shells. They're not as dangerous.
Damn, I can't just give you random brain damage.
Screw you.
Fuck you, imp.
I'm not an
Get
imp.
fucked, you bloody
I
cunt.
was an imp.
Get fucked, you bloody cunt. You goddamn hand of the emperor.
What else did you expect? Not all of us could fight. I didn't want to join them.
So you'd rather? Yes, I get it. You're a coward who just wanted to fight for the winning side. It's okay. Only it turns out they weren't the winning side.
They saved my home. They liberated me. Many years ago.
And so for that, you enslaved a bunch of other people.
We didn't enslave
I'm
anyone.
sure any I'm sure any here would love to hear your excuses about how her people are not enslaved.
That's gonna go. That's gonna be fun.
Literally the best fucking counter to anything you say.
But that's one thing that's
Look at Annie and
kind of like.
look at Annie. Tell her the Wookiees deserved it.
My character wouldn't have known about that sort of stuff too. So
It was galactic news.
was it?
Damn near everybody knew the fucking Wookiees were being enslaved by the Empire.
I wonder what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't have the core, like, or care or. There is one, by the way, Nick. You know what I'll be watching tonight, more likely?
Well,
I think I'm gonna finally rewatch Andor. Prepare.
I'm still trying to. I'll be honest. I'm still trying to get a good thing for a good working accent for
I don't
for
expect
a good Australian accent.
don't expect an accent from me.
Come on, don't be a coward. Join us.
I don't think I can do it. Like, I would love to do an accent. I just don't think I could. Wouldn't even know where to start. Maybe like
Hmm.
I would know where to start with, like French. Put a French on it, but to
Well,
me,
I'm going Australian, so I'm just gonna say all all uh all Mirianas are now Australian.
uh, hmm, that's You know, you're actually making me think about what the two that we know sounded like, aka
Yeah.
Barris and Luminara. Go in. Thank you.
Fucker. Damn fucking fish.
Who played Shock? Oh, ooh. Wait, real?
What?
Wait, really? She was Israeli. She was Israeli. Huh.
So I guess Twi'leks are Jewish.
No, no, no. Dragutin.
Targutans are Jewish then.
But then we also have Ashley Eckstein for Ahsoka. And what? Rosario Dawson?
Mm-hmm.
Where is Ashley Eckstein from? Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. And what about Rosario Dawson? Rosario Dawson from New York. How about there's many of which they can try to simulate. Tashiza, she's also where is from? New York. And what about that Jewish girl? The red girl. Israel. So Kentucky, Israel, and New York.
You know what New York has a lot of, right?
What?
Jews.
I don't know what a Jewish accent sounds like. And I don't And to me, the one that has a Jewish accent, which I don't know if it's really racist, is the Tidorians. Watto's species.
Yeah,
That was a
no,
Jewish.
that's a purposely racist. That's a purposely racist Jewish character. Which, well, I'm surprised actually George Lucas got away with.
It was the 90s, right?
Uh,
You can't say it was the 90s.
True.
That's why I'm starting to think maybe possibly did Watto's accent change in number 2?
I mean, he was barely in it. Into he was like one scene.
Yeah, but I think he sounded different. And so did what's his name? They also changed the accent of the. They also had. I think the accent was a lot more nicer in the Clone Wars for the King Tidoria.
Probably, I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The one where we had Ventress almost choke him out, and then Savage killed him.
Whoop.
Savage killed him, and then got a rash him from Dooku.
Uh, oh yeah. Boo did approve of of me hunting down the what's it gonna call it, the Inquisitor.
Okay. I wonder how much. Like, I wonder if I would have met the Inquisitor in my history. Like having him stationed on one of my ships. Not my ship, but like my employer's ship, my boss.
Mhm.
Because I didn't own a ship yet. I was only a low ranking imp.
I am him.
Mainly, do you know why I was low ranking?
You don't have to keep asking me why about the whys.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do it often. I was low ranking because the fact that A, I'm an alien.
Yes, and Imperials are famously racist.
And I'm not Thrawn.
They didn't like Thrawn either.
I know, but Thrawn got lucky because he was on good with the Emperor, who I never actually met. I've seen him in Holocaust. I've seen him on the Galactic News. I never actually met the Emperor. Ever. All that I knew was he was from Naboo, where I was not born but raised. One thing that's going to be really conflicting for my character
Mm-hmm.
is that she respects Palpatine, but she also respects the Amidala's.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Fun. Try and balance.
But they're both like she respects people from Naboo, so they're both Nubian.
Can't wait for her to find out how little that matters to Palpatine.
She already kind of found it out. That's why she left. Actually, no. She has no idea that the whole operations thing was Palpatine. That's what I'm kind of worried about when she finds that out. How she's going to take that fact that Palpatine ordered for Naboo to be destroyed after his death.
Mm-hmm.
What she thinks is that it was just the warlords just doing their thing.
Doing their bullshit. Which, to be fair, they did a lot of.
After
Like a lot.
yeah,
Of
after the Emperor died, Naboo, they wanted to erase all records of Palpatine in their new version of the Empire.
which is even funnier considering that it was likely on Palpatine's orders.
But I was never on the bridge when that robot came. But then I gotta figure out how did I get off that? Because I was there. What were your character doing during the whole Civil War?
My character was being raised like she wasn't born until after the
Like, how old is your character?
she was born after 24.
Hmm.
Yeah,
20. You would still be a lot.
Jess is super young.
24. You would be so you're 24 and 8, right? We said we're doing 8 ABY.
Mm-hmm.
So by the
So,
time,
yeah. No, it's not. I don't think is it 8?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's 8. Yeah. Uh, you would have been 16 when the Death Star blew up. First one.
And they fucking deserved it.
All those innocent janitors.
Yeah, those innocent janitors who fully approved of destroying my home.
Wait, where was your home? Are you making an Alderaanian?
No,
Okay.
no, she came from a village on Mariana. The problem is that a lot of her village was destroyed
It was.
by an inquisitor
Oh, because right.
seeking to recruit her. Recruit her to be an inquisitor.
Okay. So at the end of the Clone Wars ended 3 years before you were born.
Yep.
So you were born 17 BBY. 17. No, 16. It's 16. Yeah. The droids. That's the reason I hate droids, because they enslaved me. Or my parents. And all droids are the same.
Now I'm tempted to make my characters suggest to Boo that my character's adoptive parents were a crew of were ex separatists.
Accepted. So you do know they're like. Did you look at the map I made?
Not really.
The Separatists are the Confederacy is still there. They came back. The new separatist union. They are still that's a saying in canon.
Mm.
Yeah, because when the Republic came back, of course the separatists would come back. Of course they would.
So, so that means my character is a separatist.
Yeah, they're up in the northern, like where I think it is up north, up in the north area of the world, the galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
above the Hydian Way free trade area between. Uh, uh, God, there's so little materials.
Mm. Copper wire.
Did I get a new iron patch? Ooh, new iron patch. Don't flip. Don't flip. Do not flip.
Right. Yeah. What I need is we get a bunch more. So yeah. But yeah, Jessa is born. Post. I was actually. I forgot to suggest to Boo that maybe the Inquisitor is the Grand Inquisitor. Just for the sheer fucked up this that it's going to turn out that he's
Or
actually been stuck somewhere else.
he's already dead, but he's being like
He's already dead.
dead and resurrected. Dude, sir, and for that's makes me wonder now, since he's forever bound to Vader's castle. Did Kylo Ren meet him?
Probably.
Because Kylo Ren in Episode 9 did go to Mustafar.
Do I have them make bandages?
Uh, what did I send to you?
I don't know.
Should be doing this. Map the page.
Mm. Hat, helmets. Just start making bandages.
Yeah, up by Magito, Dantooine. It really Asian Claws was almost in it.
No, I'm just honestly, I'm just more thinking about how funny it is now that I know I'm a fucking I'm a
Lamu.
fucking separatist.
Yeah, Dantooine, Magito, Asian Claws, Ord Control, Fornax. Yeah, all those planets are under
Hmm.
the new Separatist Union. Yeah, from my character point of view, the Republic, the Empire, who was the Republic, came in and rescued us. And the only thing different to her about the only thing different was that the Empire doesn't have the Jedi. There's like no difference there.
I'm going to the stone circle.
Then again, I was not a fan of what they did to Alderaan character.
To who?
My character would not be a fan of what they did to Alderaan. But
Honestly, the funniest thing about
a lot of imps didn't like leave after all, like because they couldn't really.
yeah,
That was their life. That was their money. That was their.
yeah, they ended a lot of them afterwards. They would have ended up. They would have eventually ended up going to the Republic, away from the Republic to the new
Rebellion.
to the rebels.
Yeah, but some of them didn't like they. Even though they didn't agree, they still stayed with the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like one of my favorite characters, Zax Kyrell. He
Mm-hmm.
actually is an Alderaanian. And find it again. Lost Stars. Was it Thane Kyrell? I'm not saying. Thane left after Alderaan. His girlfriend stayed, Theona Reed, high ranking, and uh, where?
That's good bloody comfort to those. Oh, figure this out.
Nash Windrider. Are you the Alderman? Yeah, you are. Nash and but your feet. Oh, okay.
I am here.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, roll.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, okay.
The first thing. Lily's
I was waiting for it, to be honest, but
funny enough. Lily hasn't said much at all, and then the first thing she says back is.
Oh, I've been here. I've been listening, but
I
I'm
know,
also
but it's kind of
watching
it's funny.
like literally, I seen that he joined, heard him, so I had to respond to him.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure he knows he's not welcome.
And I mean, honestly, what would our friendship be without me bullying him? I
Yep.
mean,
And he bullies me.
that is
So
exactly.
okay. Why am I typing that wrong? Here's your name, please. Oh, that might be.
oh yeah, here we go. Nick. One of my favorite characters. It says that Nash Windrider. He witnessed the destruction of his homeworld, which was wiped out his entire family and profoundly affected Windrider. However, he ultimately chose to remain with the Empire, justifying Alderaan's destruction by claiming it was necessary in order for the Empire to bring order to the galaxy and stop a
There
war.
we go.
Then all it did was make the war worse. Does it-
Mhm.
Literally galvanized the entire galaxy against the Empire.
But some could say, like, I heard an argument before. You know what it was?
I have no idea.
What's so
What is
different?
it?
What is so different between Alderaan, right, and what you guys did in Japan?
That's
People
the
lived.
point.
Certain people lived.
Literally, that is the point. That is the Godzilla threshold.
It was to help stop the war. Just in our case, it did stop the war. In the Star Wars case, it did not.
Exactly. The entire point is that we also didn't know if the nuke was would even galvanize them to surrender.
Well, everything's okay. I never thought that would be a thing I would have to worry about.
It hasn't been that long.
No, you're right, but I also put more defenses up. So
I'm starting to make some defenses myself.
maybe it was just one turret. but still it's something.
Nick gave me
I'll be
an
honest.
idea.
Oh,
I'm scared.
You already told you already said Nick gave me an idea. On my wind turbine,
what idea that was.
on my wind turbine tower, adding turrets to it.
Oh yeah,
hmm.
basically the thing that we did. You did.
Ah. There we go. Alright.
Put a
But yeah, there's a whole article on like I forget where it is, but there's a whole article saying that it was the exact same.
yeah. That's the thing though. That is kind of the point.
From the U.S. government itself too. I thought it was kind of
And
funny.
also the entire reason we even used the nuke was because several eggheads wanted to play with the new toy.
Also,
Yeah.
invading the putting boots on the ground would have caused even more casualty.
Yeah.
That was whether they justified it to themselves. That's the thing.
No, less American lives.
Less American lives,
Wasn't wrong.
but also more casualty because Japan, they do not believe in surrender.
Exactly. And technically, yes, you were right. It would have been led to more casualties. Now, will my game load?
So yeah, that's what my character will believe. Like she did not agree with blowing up Alderaan, but she thought it was justified to end the war. And it was the terrorists who kept going.
And in the end, the terrorists won. She lost. Now she can cry about it.
Now,
Hey, our batteries are
she
almost
didn't.
full.
She left after her homeworld was basically the emperor was killed. The warlords were going crazy, and she decided,
There we go.
uh,
Everything's not glitched.
I'm not going to join the New Republic because A, could they be the same? What happens if they turn the same as the Empire? What happens if they're basically just the Confederacy 2.0? Governments are not safe. Governments aren't loyal.
Yes. We are going to lose so much oxygen if I do not build a subsystem for it.
So little resources.
Bottom floor, that's not the one. Third floor, not the one.
Even with a yield module, I'm still struggling.
What's targeting me?
So yeah, hey Michael,
Hmm.
we found out the race I chose. Most of the actresses that played the characters are Jewish. So we're thinking I'm if I was doing an accent, I'd have to do some sort of Jewish accent, which I have no idea what to do for that.
Great. Yeah, reload.
Oh,
Hmm?
I was wondering why you left.
Google
Yeah, I'm gonna reload.
Google Jewish accents.
One of us, Nick, rejoin the game that makes you slave for hours.
No, I'm busy. I'm busy doing the some Cthulhu bullshit.
Uh,
One of the games that dropped for with the Next Fest is this called Rail Gods. It's like you drive a train that's actually an elder god.
What the weird?
Not the weirdest thing I've played.
Yeah, no, yeah, that doesn't even sound close to the worst thing I played.
So many fucking motors in this freaking game. Motors this, motors that.
Is your thing still stuck upside down?
Nope. Oh yeah, Michael. My miner keeps going upside down.
What?
My miner keeps end up flipping.
Okay, so what are you doing before the flipping's happening?
Mining.
How are you mining?
Thank you.
Going at an angle. And I have no upward. I have no downward thrust. He said gravity would do that for me.
Nick, do you know the answer?
Dog, say that to yourself again.
Michael, you told me that I would be downward thrust because gravity would do it for me.
Correct. Gravity's going to pull it down. So when you do it at an angle, what thrusters are actually taking the full load of your ship?
My 3 back ones, or what should actually be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You mean your backward thrusters?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see. But every time I take it every time you straighten up, it just keeps going?
I have to. My gyroscopes will not flip me. I have to flip the pistons when I flip. But when I have forward thrust and backward thrust, it flies normally. But you can look at my stream because I'm mining right now.
Okay, 1 second.
I tried, man. I tried.
No. He's not wrong. The thrusters should be enough. What's this? Why is there a whole tab for? I'm not even gonna ask. I just noticed that.
Horny Yield D&D.
Yeah, I take it you just created that.
Yeah,
Last night.
I bought that. I bought
Yep.
that book I was talking about.
Gotcha. All right, let me go to your stream. If I actually,
If the ads will stop, we'll just fucking end already.
Thank you guys for the ads.
also you. Okay, I see why you're. Let's see. You're too forward. There you go.
Yeah. I haven't repaired it since the last accident, so that's why I'm missing some thrusters in the back.
Oh, that's right. You did copy someone else's design.
I blueprinted it.
Excellent. Yes, you realize that butt end is still damaged, right?
Yeah, because I flipped it before and I haven't repaired it since.
How high are you right now?
I am. How do I tell?
You are on ground. That's how you can tell. Fly up. Just fly up. It's going to be a simple test. When you hit about 200, 250, I would say.
Where do I see that?
Wherever you. That'll work. Do a whole flip. Go up. Use your front and go all the way around. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, that'll work. Just once, you'll know. Once it's starting itself. Yeah, that was the way. You might want to flip yourself back up the right way though.
I got disoriented like crazy.
Yeah, it should be fine. Oh,
But
what
but randomly
you're
when I'm
doing.
mining, like my last one was over. My last time was over in this little hole over. Um, it was
You don't need to show me. You can just describe it.
this hole for iron. Right? Back up. Stop. Like I'll go down for this little iron here, and then I'll maybe flip too much. And I'll get stuck in here, and I'll flip up or down.
Hmm. Right.
And then once I flip up or down, I need like piston it way back up because for some reason my gyro would not flip it. Even though there's 3 gyros in this
Hmm.
at max power. There's still iron in there. I know there is. Because I saw that little. Oh, did I finally get it? I finally got it. Good.
Let's see.
That was bugging hell out of me.
Okay.
Ah, nickel. That's one. Slowing me down.
Theory. God, this is gonna be such a hell of a subsystem.
No, where's nickel? So I'm gonna go head over there. Should have enough battery. Yeah, I have 89% battery. So should be good. Since I've already started building that, I can finish building those turrets off camera. No, no one ordered pizza.
The other way.
Yes, sir. Baser said that to me. Hey, Cat, did you order pizza?
Mm.
I'm trying to drive here, Nick.
I was just making it look cool. Maybe you should stop smoking.
I'm not smoking. I don't smoke.
Man, you're. I think something says otherwise. This 5 seconds should be fine. There. So you are bottom floor.
This is the last place where this happened before, so don't flip. Don't flip. Flip, don't flip. Don't. Thank you. So I gotta end it here as I mine this nickel and head back home. Thank you all for watching my stream today. I've been Dog Steves, and I will be working on those turrets off camera because, yep, I definitely need them. And yes, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Nick, for being on the call. Thank you, everyone, for doing HUD effects on the thing. Thank you all the people that lurked. I'm calling you out.
Are you calling people out? They start wars over there.
So heavy. But yeah, thank you all. And yeah, let me just finish it up, and then once I get back home, I'll end the stream. So slow with only 3 thrusters. No one ordered pizza.
Want pizza?
I'm getting pizza tomorrow.
Oh, getting us pizza?
I'm getting pizza
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It's all pizza? Heck yeah.
Yeah, Hawaiian.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Damn it.
So when's the pizza?
Damn it. I thought you guys would be against that.
Why?
We're
Yes.
heathens.
Because pineapple
We're
pizza.
heathens. Yeah, exactly. We're heathens.
Damn it.
Hmm.
Funny enough, that's not a heathen thing here in Canada. That's more of a delicacy.
Alright. Let's see if this new up.
That's only a heathen is because the U.S. thinks it's heathen. It was actually created in a town not that far from my house by an Italian. Which I find the most funny thing. It was made by an Italian. So.
Yep.
It's just that a lot of us are very particular about our pizza.
Yeah. Pressurize.
Fuck.
So you didn't answer. When are we getting the pizza?
Never.
Oh,
Damn, hostile DM.
hostile. This is bullshit. Right. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll set up.
I came in too hot.
So yeah, yep.
Well, it's nice. Yep, thank you all for watching. I'll be back later.
Hey, chat, remind him to order us pizza.
Now!
We've been starving.
Listen to them.